Ooh, she be sleeping.
Alright, mighty, mighty. Try that again. Mighty, mighty. So, really quick, can I have someone go ahead and read the rereading independent directions? Nice and loud for me, Jonathan.
And reread to independently or in partners reread by answering the text-dependent questions below.
So I really love that Jonathan read that, and I want to see find out. Can you read that one more time, nice and loud for me?
Which one?
Reread the directions.
Independently or in a partner, reread by answering the text-dependent questions below.
Yeah, so we're going to answer some text-dependent questions below. And the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to model how I want this done. I'm going to model how I want this done. And when I'm modeling, what are some things that you guys are doing as I'm modeling? Malachi. We're taking notes, but we're not actually writing. Where are we taking notes?
In our head.
In our head. What's another thing we're doing as Miss Locke is modeling? Ramel? We're watching me, right? So we're not talking, we're not writing, we're just watching Miss Locke as she models. So, nice and loud, can I have a hand raised who can read the first question for me? The first question. Ramel, nice and loud for me, buddy.
What choices were open to the townspeople when the hangman arrived?
What choices were open to the townspeople when the hangman arrived? So the first thing I know is that when I answer a text-dependent question, I want to follow me, right? M-E-A-T. And the first thing that M stands for is main idea. So when I write my main idea, I know I need to restate that question. So Ramel, can you read that question one more time for me?
What choices were open to the townspeople when the hangman arrived?
Okay, great. So I'm going to restate that question in my own words. The choices that were open to the townspeople when the hangman arrived were, and now I need to answer that question. And they had two choices. The two choices were to stand up for the others or to stay silent. To stay silent. So I just answered my main idea. Is it 1 to 2 sentences? Yes. Does it answer the prompt? Yes. After I do my main idea, I know the next letter is E, and that stands for evidence. Can someone tell me what is something I need to do when I have evidence in my text? Alex.
Quotation marks.
Quotation marks. What else do I need to do?
Evidence.
Well, I need to have textual evidence. Yeah, Malachi? I need to go back to the text. And I know that I just can't put a quote in there. I need to make sure that I introduce that text. So I'm going to say, according to the text, and then I'm going to put quotation marks. Put quotation marks. I'm going to go back to the text. And I'm going to look for evidence to support my main idea. According to the text, it says, so we gave him away, and no one spoke, out of respect for the hangman's cloak. What do I need at the end of this? What do I need at the end of this? Quotation marks. Yep, great job. So now I gave my evidence. Does my evidence support my answer? Yes, it goes back to that main idea. 2, is it a quote from the text? Yes. 3, does it have quotation marks? Yes. Now I need to analyze. I know when I get to the analyze section of NEAT, I need to go to my analyze board. Number 1, did I read this text?
Yes.
2, did I find textual evidence?
Yes.
3, did I circle key details? Where did I circle my key details? In my text? Doing what? What did I do? Annotating, exactly. 4, I need to rewrite the evidence in my own words. The text is saying, and I'm going to reread that quote one more time, so we gave him away, and no one spoke, out of respect for the hangman's clothes. The text is saying that the townspeople gave away the man from the other land because they did not want to be taken away. So, what's the next thing I need to do? What's the next thing I need to do? I just rewrote the evidence in my own words. Ramel. I need to explain the importance of key details. I need to explain the importance of key details. The author highlights respect for the hangman's cloak, letting the readers know that the townspeople respected the hangman, but also that they were afraid of him. They were afraid of him. And what's the sixth thing I need to do? The sixth thing I need to do. Alex.
Make connections to the prom.
Make connections for the prom. So I'm going to go back. The choices that were open to the townspeople were to stand up for others or be silent. They chose silence because they were respecting or trusting the hangman's position. So right now, I just went ahead and I just modeled what I want out of an answer. And I want you guys just to turn to your partners and I want you to tell me, what did you guys notice about the way that I modeled that answer? I want you guys to tell me, what did you guys notice about the way that you modeled that answer? Go ahead and turn to your partners and just so you're
She stayed
to make sure that she
all right, guys. Mighty. So what did you guys notice about the way that I modeled this? What did you guys notice about the way that I modeled this? Malachi.
I noticed that you kept you was focused about the questions that you were writing.
Yeah, everything that I answered, everything I wrote down went back to my focus question. What else?
You make sure that you spend with me, so that way you can make sure you get the correct answer.
Yep, I stayed with me to make sure that I got the correct answer. What else, Jonathan?
And make sure that your quotes relate to the question.
Yeah, I made sure that all of my quotes related to the question. Great. Is there anything else you guys noticed?
That you make sure that you have the thing that you thought was the greatest impact, or the thing that you really thought was important.
Yeah, I chose the best evidence and I chose the best answer. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do number 2 together. Alex, can you go ahead and read number 2 for me nice and loud?
What does the hangman mean when he says, "He who serves me best shall earn the vote of the gallows"?
What does the hangman mean when he says, "He who serves me best shall earn the rope of the gallows tree"? Now, what's the first thing I need to do? The first thing I need to do when I answer this question. Angel, I need to look back in the text. So, can someone go ahead and find me the stanza where it says, hangman, he who serves me best, said he shall earn the rope of the gallows tree. What stanza is that? Malachi? What number stanza? Not 4, Najaya. 5. So I want everyone to go ahead, just put a star next to that stanza. Let's just put a star next to that stanza for me. It's on the front for me. Put a star on the front, or on that 5th stanza for me. Thank you. So we went back and we looked at that text. And I know we have some brainstorming ideas floating around in our head. But after I do that, what do I need to do? I need to do what? I'm gonna start writing now. What's the first thing I need to do, Malachi? I need to restate the focus question. So can someone restate the focus question for me? Restate that focus question. Ramel.
The hangman said, whoever serves him best shall earn the vote of the gavel.
So I'm gonna go back to that. That's not what, we're not asking what the hangman said. What are we asking, Najaya? What does it mean? So what do I need to do to make sure that I answer that focus question correctly? What do I need to do to make sure? Restate it with that word. So can we try again and restate that question for me? Can we try again and restate that question? Ramel, you want to try it again? Go ahead.
What does the hangman mean when he says who serves him best?
So the hangman means when he says, he who serves me best